Hello all. In this video, we are going to see the new topic we can call it as called copy constructor. In the previous video, I have demonstrated what are all the use of constructor. So what are all the use of default and parameterized constructor here? So here we are going to see the third type of constructor. We can call it as a copy constructor. Copy constructor mainly focus on the objects. For example, I can go into create a copy of an object and I can use it into then another object. So for here, as an example, I am going to just take one sample example as name and age. But outside the class, I am going to declare string name and int age. So int name and age will be there. So here this particular int age and name we can call it as instance variable. That means this variable will be accessible by all over the methods. So two instance variable I have declared here. Then next I am going to create a constructor here. As you know, constructor will be created as the same name of the class. So I am going to create the parameterized constructor. So I am creating the same parameter here inside the the constructors, and using I am going to use as here I am going to just going to make a locally I am going to save my name and age into the instance variable. That means whatever my parameter it is there, that parameter values I am going to save into my instance variable, because instance variable is a variable in which it will going to interact with the constructor one block to the other block, because it is commonly declared in the outside of the class. So it is easy for me when I am going to save my parameters value to the instance, automatically I can able to just going to get through this value to the another block also. So but the condition is my particular local variable, that my local variable also the same as the instance variable. But how to differentiate? This is an instance variable and this is the local variable. Using this keyword we can going to make, using this keyword we are going to make instance variable and local variable difference. When I going to just type the this dot variable means that is refer to the instance variable equal to the local variable. That means I am going to save my local values to the instance values. Automatically this instance value will carry over the local values to the other blocks also. In this way I am going to save here. So this is the use of this keyword, and I am going to pass another particular parameter called copy constructor. Here I am going to use very important part, this only. So copy constructor, here I am going to do the copy constructor person. So person P, so capital letter. Here I am going to create a reference for this class. Okay, so person for this class. Here what I have to do means this dot name is equal to this dot name is equal to ob dot name, and this dot age is equal to ob dot age. Yes, So what I have to here I am doing means I am creating the reference for the particular class and I am passing as a parameter here. So one of the constructor is passed as a parameter, another constructor is acting as a parameterized constructor. But this parameter will be like an object for this constructor. As well as I am going to just assign this particular reference dot name and this particular reference dot age here. So whenever I am going to pass, I am going to call this constructor into my main method, automatically this particular statement will execute. That means I can create a copy of an object. For example, here if I am going to pass p1 as an object mean p1 dot name and p1 dot age will be called. Then comma if I am going to call p2 means p2 dot name and p2 dot age will be called. So let me clarify how it will happen. So here I am going to create scanner object. Why? Because I need to get the parameter from the user itself. So here my name will be string a is equal to s dot next. So int b is equal to s dot next, because we are having two parameters here. So I am declaring two variables here. Next int to get the value from the integer as a scanner. As I already told you in the previous video, we need to use next for string. We need to use next int for integer. So for additional reference, I am confirming here. Then what I have to do means I am going to create person P is equal to new person of. So new person of A comma B. I am going to pass my input here. Okay. As well as I am going to create person P. P2 is equal to new person of P1. Sorry, P. So here you see that I am passing directly the object into it. Okay, so I am not doing anything here. I am just passing the object, one of an object into P2. So this P2, this person of P will going to interact here. It will going to interact here. So automatically P dot name and P dot age will be displayed. Okay, so what here it will going to do means, let's see. So let's check any errors it is there. No. So let's run this program. So I am going to just type my name and age. Automatically, sorry, I am not printing this one minute. So because actually it is working, but we don't know whether it is printing or not. So to confirming that, I am going to create another method, public void m1. So here what I am going to do means I am going to just create name age. I am going to print the name and age, that's it. So using p dot m1 I am going to call, then p2 dot m1 also I am going to call. Here I am going to call it twice. Okay, so here I am going to call my object twice. So say for an example, if I am going to run here, So I am going to just type my input first, RN32. If you see here, it is printing two times. Why it is printing two times? Because p.m1 also it is executing. In p.m1 already a comma b I have passed. So obviously a comma b it is passed to the string name and age, and it is going to save my string name and age, it is printing here. Okay, so that's not an issue. But why P2 it is printing name and age? Because P2 is having the object of P. So obviously P will going to execute this particular person as a copy. For example, now P2 is the copy of P. So still now I can create another copy of P also. So P3. So this P3 will be the another copy of object P. So here if I create P3 dot M1, if I just give P3 dot M1 means, so this P is the original object, this P2 and P3 is a copy of P object. So how do I ensure that means? For example, if you observe clearly, I am going to just give the name as Krishna and age as 17. So my name is Krishna and my age is 17. Okay. So I am giving that. Here if I just give an enter, it is printing three times whatever I have updated my name and age. Because first Krishna and 17, this one will be directly printing from P. So obviously I am passing the parameter, it is printing. But here next to particular Krishna 17, that means Krishna 17 and Krishna 17, two times it is printing. No, it is from P2 and P3 that will be taking the copy of P. So this is the advantages of copy constructor. Actually what is copy constructor means, we can create a copy of an object and we can consider as an another object. Only one particular condition is this particular statement. I need to create a reference followed by the same class as a parameter in the constructor, and I am going to just assign this reference dot instance variable name, whichever I need to pass, this reference dot variable name I need to use. This is the condition, we have to use it in the copy constructor. Okay, so I hope you will understand at least 60 to 70% from this video, because copy constructor will be the quite confusing topic. Just take it with your own example and keep working on it and clarify with yourself. If you are having any doubt, you can post it into the YouTube comments. You are most welcome. Within 48 hours, I will reply to your comments, to your doubt also. Okay, thank you.